All right, so this is the second dev vlog of pipop.com, and quite a lot has changed, as you can see. So last time we recorded this, we didn't even have like a homepage, right? So now we do have a homepage, and stuff works. So let's just try and get all the features listed here. So from the top, we have paths, problems, and leaderboard. And let's just go to the leaderboard since it's the easiest one. So leaderboard, as you can see, it just shows all the users. I think this is like top 100 users or something that has the highest score. Score is basically number of problems solved. So this leaderboard, and that's pretty much it. And I think I'm gonna have something like weekly, monthly, or all-time leaderboard or something, but this is considered as all-time leaderboard. So I might or might not do it, but we'll see if that is gonna make people feel good. So we'll see. All right, so let's go to the homepage again. So homepage has just two buttons basically, and exploring the paths, this button goes to paths page, and list button goes to the list problems page. I think we saw that before, right? So let's go to list problems page, and this is just problems listed, and then we can sort the table if we solved it or not, and then we can sort the table by the ID numbers, and we can also sort it by the difficulty. So this is the current state. And let's just try and logging in. And then, yeah, see, now this is what I meant by sorting by the status. So I can just, sort by to-dos or the wrong answers or the solved ones. So yeah, and then if you go to the problems page, then a lot has changed in here as well. So I added a like and dislike button, and the author. I think that's about it. But there was a lot of bugs in here, so I also changed that, fixed that essentially. And the discussion is still not there. I think I'm going to implement that soon. And solution is, I think, is still the same. I think there was some sort of like formatting bugs in here that I fixed. And submissions is like this. So you just click on the submissions. I think this was there before a month ago. So that's pretty much it for the problems page. And then as you can see, I like this problem already, so I could just dislike it. No, not, I mean, undo the like, and then put the like back in. So let's just see if this works. Yeah, it does work, so that's cool. Okay. Okay, so now we went to the problems page. Let's go to the paths page. So paths page has the list of paths essentially, and the main, the main feature of this website is to follow the paths, right? And then the paths would have problems, chapters, whatever. Let's just go to the learning the basics path. And then as you can see, this is broken down into by chapter, and then you can systematically solve the problems one by one, and then it has its own categories. Oh yeah, I think I have to show this one. Okay, let's just go to one problem, and then I solve this one, right? So what's 2 plus 2? Let's just submit this real quick. And then after it's solved, it goes to show the dialog. And on the dialog, you can click here to go back to the path page, or you can just click next to go to the next problem, which is pretty cool. You don't have to be distracted with the paths. You just go next and go to the next problem. All right, that's another thing. And if you just go to any problem and then do the same thing, it shows a dialog, but it doesn't tell you to go back to the path or go back to go to the next problem, right? So I think that's distracting. So I think this is this is the way it is currently. So we'll see about that, if I want to change it or not. No, yeah, I think I added this as well. So if you accidentally delete the prompt, and then you can click reset to reset the prompt basically. So yeah, this was there before. Run was also there. Submit was also there. And I think that's pretty much it about the problem page. The paths page I've already discussed. Go to the path, solve problem, and the status will show up. All right. Okay, so we went to paths, problems, leaderboard, and then let's just go to the add problem. Add problem is, I think I showed this before, but this is for admins to add problems essentially, and this had numerous bugs as well, so I had to fix those. Yeah, and there were a couple of people who were struggling to add problems, and there was because of a bug. And essentially, I was working on inputs as integers and outputs as integers, so that was working fine. But when it comes to strings or array or something like that, it was causing problems. So now it's working. So I'm glad I fixed that. So the add path page is also for admins. I can add a new path, so like a brand new path, right? This won't be used that much, but we'll use it time to time. And add problem to path, so we just select the problem and then select the path and then just add it. And then in here I can order, like change the orders of the problem. So essentially, like, each problem is run by chapter number, and then within the chapter number it's ordered by these numbers. So if you want to change, let's say, the order of these two, you can just put 100 in here and then put 0 in here, or maybe you can just put like 101 in here, so it'll be sorted that way. So that's what I did. This is essentially the admin panel, so regular users wouldn't even know about this. So let's go to the profile page. So profile page, I think I'm pretty proud of this, but I mean, it might look as good, but I'm pretty proud of this grid. So you can see all the accepted counts in here, just like you see on your GitHub or GitLab or whatever, right? So that's that. And you can see all the submissions in here as well. I think this was there before, so now it's in a table format. You can just click next. And I think the sorting, sorting doesn't work. It only works for these. And I don't think this sorting by question or accept the status is meaningful, so I just didn't include it. Only date is included there. Now this one is not for regular users. This is for only admin, and this just shows all the authored problems. So I have 17 problems authored, and I think our site currently has 39 problems total. So there are like 23 problems that I didn't author, right? So which is pretty cool, and people are adding problems, which is really nice, and it is growing day by day. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and it's still in alpha phase, and I might change this soon to like a beta once we have our first path solid. So I'm just working on trying to focus on this path, like learning the basics path to essentially learn about the basics of Python or programming languages, right? I think I'm gonna have, hello world is just a bunch of printing stuff, and calculator is using Python as a calculator, and simple math is like working with variables and stuff, and if else is if learning about if else, and elif essentially. And I think I'm gonna add like a for loop section down below, and then I think that's gonna cover the basics pretty much. So we'll see. Maybe this will have like 100 problem to start and yeah, get people going. So I'm gonna gather a lot of feedback on this and then move on. This is still in progress, but I think it's going in the right direction. All right. See you guys later on the next blog then.